Romero was pretty much trolled, whatever you want to call it, ridiculed by a TikToker. I'm not going to give this guy any name, and any limelight. I'm not 100% sure, everything surrounding that man's platform. But this guy definitely took, to his, it's crazy what he did to Rolly, but you got to understand, one may wonder, did Romero open this kind of, treatment up for himself? This is why we have to be very careful and cognizant of what we're doing, despite, getting knocked out, you're at an event, a nice cup in your hand, flaunting around the arena like people don't know who you are. You're not like everyone else, so Rolly must understand that. For the people that's living under a rock, Rolando Florencio Romero, you already know what it is. Rolly, you already know what's going on. Mr. 14-1 and no draws. 12 wins violently by the way of knockout, and he was violently knocked out himself by Gervonta Tank Davis. We all know what's going on with Gervonta, just superstar, got a lot of things going on, putting on a whole lot, trailblazing for this division. Rolly Romero is 27 years of age, but back to the TikTok, I thought it was kind of crazy, because you got to think about it. Rolly, in my opinion, Rolly handled himself pretty good due to the circumstances. Rolly has been through, it ain't been the best of situation. I think we all got to understand that. Rolly's been through a rough ride. And for that to happen, you're drinking, so clearly you may not be 100%, in your right state. Who's to say what if Rolly didn't just, do something crazy and get physical, and now he in a whole nother situation. He just got out of a saga, with, he was going through some legal issues. I'm going to leave it at that. It is what it is. The last thing you need is for you to get violently knocked out by Gervonta, and now you in another battle because you got physical with a TikToker. And mind you, everybody's calling you out for fights. You don't want them, and then you fighting average regular people. It's just not going to look good. But what I want to talk about with Rolly Romero is I don't feel like Rolly has too much really to be ashamed about. He just needs to get a quality win, and we're gonna get to his opponent in the next time we discuss. So if you're a fan and if you want to get in tune with what's going on with Rolly Romero, make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports so you don't miss a beat. Because we bring in a lot of Rolando Romero content to the channel to YouTube, so we're going to be bringing awareness. I believe that, if he gets a W in his next performance, I think it changes everything. And he knows that as well. So right now, I think everybody got the upper hand, but sooner or later, Rolly's going to have the up again. And I think it's going to happen sooner than later. Rolly is already, to be honest with you, Rolly's fight, I'll say a little bit now, but it's damn now, I would say it's done. But Rolly can't announce it. He got a situation going on with Showtime. We all know what's going on with Mayweather Promotions. So that they gonna be the ones to let it go, let things. But I'm hearing things in the woodworks. That things is getting set up. So make sure y'all buckle up and get ready for the return of Rolly. He to make his epic return and maybe even get a knockout. The man's got power. Like if you want to call him awkward, he's a idiotic fight. I like Rolly. I think this guy got a puncher's chance. Very underrated, man. I'm telling you. Prior to the knockout, he was undefeated. And in this era, like, people want to clown Rolly. In this era, don't nobody want to fight nobody. He was actually, if you want to say, shoot, he was ahead of the curve. He was willing to put his undefeated streak on the line. He could have been just like everybody else, maneuvering around. Nah. What did he do? He took the big fight. I believe Rolly would take even more big fights, but give him credit for taking it. There's a lot of people who is scheduled to fight Tank, and what's going on with the paperwork? There's people right now, fights getting held up. Nobody want to fight nobody. We sending the contracts getting sent out. and we finding out they doing something else. For instance, Errol Spence Jr., who Rolly Romero is calling out frequently, he's not fighting Terrence Bud Crawford. This guy's fighting Keith Thurman. So that's that fight should have happened years ago. People are upset, and this is the storyline of boxing. But Rolando Rolly Romero was undefeated when he stepped in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, another undefeated fighter with serious punching power. He went in there 14-0, undefeated. Pardon me. He went, like I said, he went in there 13. He went in there 14-1. Pardon me, 14-0. Excuse me. And then he put his undefeated streak on the line, and he comes out with a loss. So it's very disgusting. When you see people, just going at Rolly Romero like that. And it's just getting, it's just nasty. What's going on. Gervonta Tank Davis, we all know is a tough out for anybody. He's got a situation ahead right now with possibly Ryan Garcia. That's going to be a tough bout for Ryan Garcia and vice versa. Gervonta Tank Davis undefeated right now. Tank is already engaged after the Rolly encounter. Rolly has yet to get things percolating for him. So the Las Vegas product got to wake up, man. It's time for Rolando Rolly Romero to do it for him, his family, and stop drinking. That's the last thing people want to see. When you're a professional boxer, are you done? I mean, because sometimes the way Rolly be talking, it starts to think, like, what's going on? But Rolando Rolly Romero is still in the gym training. He's still active. He's got fights on the table. It's just like I said, we about to hear something big surrounding Rolando Rolly Romero. Just know that. And make sure you don't miss a beat involving this situation, man. We're going to be bringing everything to the people, man. So hit the like button. If you're new, most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports, man. Rolando Rolly Romero, he's ready to go on another run, man, and put all his doubters to sleep, and put everybody, who has said anything, all the chirp, and everybody gonna have to eat their words because it's a redemption tour. It's time to get his swagger back. As much as people want to clown him, because obviously the way he got knocked out in the manner, if that would have happened to anybody, they would clown him. But I believe that any undefeated fighter that's willing to go in there against an undefeated fighter, another one, they deserve our respect. Whether you like them or dislike them or whatever, that took tremendous heart for him to do. He didn't have to do that, but he did. So I'm going to leave it at that. Shout out to all the Rolando Rolly Romero fans around the world. Rolly Romero is out for a comeback, and don't miss it. Live here at Flight Sports. Rolly was trolled by a TikToker, man. This is crazy. Let me know your thoughts. It was idiotic in my opinion. We out.